She arrived at the base with an almost invisible presence, the kind that made people forget she was even there. Nobody paid much attention to her. She was quiet, reserved, and carried herself with a low, key confidence that didn't demand recognition. Most of the seasoned veterans dismissed her as just another rookie, someone who might survive training but never really leave a mark. She didn't push herself forward, didn't boast about her abilities, and didn't engage in the competitive banter that most of the team thrived on. In a room full of alpha personalities and battle-hardened operators, she seemed like a shadow, quietly observing, listening, and learning. Her background was a mystery to her teammates. While others had loud reputations or past missions that earned respect before they even spoke, she had nothing. No tall tales, no flashy accolades, just a strong dedication to the craft. She spent long hours alone with her rifle, going through drills that most people wouldn't even attempt twice. While others were socializing or showing off, she was meticulously studying trajectories, ballistics, wind patterns, and the tiniest mechanical adjustments of her Barrett. 50. Her silence was not emptiness, it was focus. And while the team assumed it was merely shyness or inexperience, those who watched closely might have noticed the intensity in her eyes, the way her hands moved with a natural, almost instinctive, familiarity with the weapon. Every training session she attended, she blended into the background. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. Even when instructors barked orders or teammates debated strategies, she remained calm, listening more than speaking, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. She took mental notes of everything: the mistakes others made, the techniques that worked, the way seasoned snipers adjusted for even the slightest variables. It wasn't arrogance, it was preparation, an understanding that true skill would speak louder than words or bravado ever could. When the team engaged in exercises, she performed adequately, enough to avoid notice, but never so spectacularly that she drew attention. This only reinforced the perception of her as a quiet, unremarkable rookie. Even in moments where others struggled under pressure, she maintained her composure, but her calmness was mistaken for passivity. The veterans would shake their heads, thinking, "She'll never make it out there. She's too soft, too quiet, too inexperienced." Little did they know, this quiet demeanor was a camouflage for a mind and hand trained for precision, patience, and calculated action. What made her different wasn't visible on the surface. It was a quiet confidence, a relentless inner drive, and an unwavering discipline. She understood the power of observation, the art of waiting, and the importance of preparation. Every detail she absorbed, every silent moment she spent studying her weapon and environment, was building towards something far greater than anyone could imagine. She wasn't just surviving the training, she was evolving, shaping herself into a sniper who could accomplish feats others wouldn't dare even to attempt. And in this quiet, unassuming presence lay the foundation for a moment that would leave even the most hardened SEALs in stunned disbelief. From the very first moment she held the Barrett 50, it was clear she possessed a natural connection with the weapon. Unlike many rookies who struggled with its sheer size, weight, and recoil, she handled it with a level of comfort that bordered on instinctive. She spent hours familiarizing herself with every aspect of the rifle: the trigger pull, the stock alignment, the subtle nuances in the barrel, and the minute adjustments needed for accuracy over extreme distances. While others focused on raw strength or speed, she concentrated on precision, understanding that the power of the Barrett lay not just in its force, but in the patience and control required to wield it effectively. Her dedication to mastering the rifle went far beyond basic training drills. She meticulously studied the physics of long-range shooting, calculating trajectory, wind drift, and environmental variables that could affect the bullet over miles. Every session was approached with a methodical mindset. She would adjust her aim slightly, take a shot, record the outcome, and analyze the results down to the smallest detail. Her notebook was filled with diagrams, measurements, and corrections, a testament to a mind working tirelessly to convert theory into flawless execution. The Barrett 50 was more than a tool. It became an extension of her focus, almost like a partner in every mission she envisioned. Even in team exercises, where most snipers relied on instinct honed by experience, she displayed a technical mastery that astonished her instructors. She understood how to read the environment, temperature, humidity, wind patterns, and translate those subtle factors into precise adjustments at the scope. While her peers often took multiple attempts to land consistent hits at long distances, she rarely needed more than 1 or 2 tries. Her calm, methodical approach set her apart, as she never rushed a shot or let adrenaline override calculation. She treated each engagement with the patience of a chess master, thinking several moves ahead, understanding that in sniping, one precise shot could outweigh dozens of hurried attempts. Her proficiency with the Barrett 50 also showcased a mental toughness that went hand in hand with her technical skill. The rifle's recoil was punishing, its weight exhausting during long sessions, yet she endured without complaint. She built physical stamina and mental resilience simultaneously, knowing that a sniper's effectiveness was a combination of body, mind, and weapon working in perfect harmony. Even under observation by her SEAL team mentors, she displayed unwavering focus, the slightest twitch of impatience absent from her demeanor. By the time she was called upon for more advanced exercises, it became evident that she wasn't just another rookie learning the ropes. She was a sharpshooter with extraordinary precision. Her skill with the Barrett 50 didn't just demonstrate technical ability, it revealed a deeper quality, an understanding that mastery came from dedication, discipline, and an unrelenting commitment to excellence. Her weapon was no longer just a rifle, it was an instrument of her growing legend, a symbol of the quiet, intense power that lay beneath the unassuming exterior of a rookie the team had once overlooked. The moment that would define her career and ultimately stun the SEAL team came during an exercise that no one expected her to excel in. The target was placed at an almost unimaginable distance, over 2 miles away, testing not only skill but also patience, precision, and nerve. Many of her more experienced teammates doubted anyone could even hit it under such conditions. The wind was tricky, fluctuating slightly with each passing second, and the terrain created subtle optical illusions that could throw off even the most seasoned sniper. Most saw this as a challenge only for veterans, yet she approached it with a calm, almost serene focus that spoke volumes about her training and mental discipline. She positioned herself, carefully laying out the rifle on a support, checking every angle, every detail, every variable she had painstakingly learned to calculate. Her heart rate remained steady, her breathing controlled, her mind entirely absorbed in the shot. Each measurement, each calculation she had practiced over countless hours in the field and during drills, now converged into a single critical moment. Where others might have felt pressure, doubt, or hesitation, she felt only preparation, confidence built on discipline and understanding. Her teammates watched, many with skepticism, as she quietly adjusted her scope, factoring in wind speed, gravity, humidity, and even subtle temperature differences. The first shot was fired, and there was a tense silence as everyone awaited the outcome. The bullet traveled an astonishing distance, every inch calculated to perfection. When it finally struck the target, the impact was undeniable and absolute. A collective gasp echoed through the range. The SEALs, hardened by years of combat experience and countless missions, were left stunned. No one had anticipated a rookie, quiet and unassuming, executing a shot of such distance and precision with a Barrett 50. The enormity of what she had accomplished began to sink in the physics. The skill, the nerve required for such a feat were beyond ordinary human capacity. Her teammates' skepticism transformed instantly into awe and respect. The quiet rookie, who had faded into the background for weeks, had just proven herself in a way that words could barely describe. This single shot was more than a demonstration of marksmanship. It was a revelation of her potential and the extraordinary dedication that had been invisible until now. They realized that all the silent hours she spent observing, calculating, and perfecting her craft had culminated in this breathtaking moment of execution. It wasn't just the distance that made it remarkable. It was the combination of mental discipline, technical expertise, and sheer courage under pressure. She had taken a shot that required unwavering focus, absolute control, and confidence in every decision she had made along the way. That one bullet traveled over 2 miles, carrying with it the quiet intensity of her preparation, leaving a mark not just on the target, but on the perception of everyone around her. This extraordinary 2-1-mile shot didn't merely stun her team, it changed the narrative of who she was. From that moment forward, the quiet rookie became a symbol of precision, patience, and possibility. Her feat was a testament to the fact that true skill often hides behind silence, waiting for the perfect moment to make the impossible appear effortless. The SEAL team and everyone present would never underestimate her again. The impact of her extraordinary shot went far beyond the target itself. It fundamentally transformed the way her teammates saw her. Until that moment, she had been the quiet rookie, a background presence whose abilities were underestimated and whose potential was largely ignored. Many had assumed she was just another trainee who would fade into the ranks, but that single record-breaking 2-1-mile shot shattered all assumptions. Suddenly, the team's perception shifted from doubt to respect, from skepticism to admiration. They could no longer dismiss her as inexperienced or unremarkable. She had demonstrated not only skill, but an exceptional combination of discipline, intelligence, and nerve that set her apart from even the most seasoned operators. The respect she earned was not superficial or fleeting. It was rooted in the undeniable truth of her performance. The SEALs, trained to recognize precision, patience, and tactical intelligence, understood immediately the magnitude of what she had achieved. They realized that her quiet demeanor had never been a weakness. It had been a sign of her focus and determination. Every small detail she had mastered, every calculated adjustment she had made, and every disciplined hour she had devoted to honing her craft culminated in a moment that left seasoned professionals in awe. She was no longer just a team member, she had become a benchmark for excellence. Her transformation in the eyes of the team also had psychological implications. The veterans who had doubted her now found themselves inspired by her performance. Her calm under pressure, her meticulous preparation, and her ability to execute flawlessly in a high-stakes situation created a new standard for the group. She demonstrated that mastery was not about experience alone, but about commitment, mental discipline, and the relentless pursuit of skill. This realization prompted even the most confident operators to reevaluate their own approach, recognizing that there was much to learn from the rookie they had once overlooked. Beyond the technical mastery, her achievement cultivated a sense of camaraderie and trust within the team. When a sniper demonstrates that level of precision and reliability, it reinforces the collective confidence of everyone relying on her in the field. Her teammates now knew that in critical moments, She could be counted on to perform under pressure, to make decisions with clarity, and to execute actions that could define the outcome of a mission. Her presence shifted from peripheral to central, her opinions valued, her abilities acknowledged, and her potential recognized as vital to the team's overall success. Most importantly, the respect she earned wasn't just about skill, it was about character. Her humility, her quiet confidence, and her refusal to seek attention made her achievement even more remarkable. She didn't perform for recognition. She performed because she had prepared, trained, and mastered her craft. That authenticity resonated deeply with her teammates, solidifying a respect that would last far longer than a single exercise. In a team built on trust, precision, and accountability, she had proven herself indispensable, earning admiration not just for her marksmanship, but for the unwavering discipline and focus that had made it possible. Her journey from underestimated rookie to respected sharpshooter became a lesson in humility, perseverance, and quiet strength. She had earned the respect of the SEAL team through action, proving that true excellence cannot be faked or forced. It must be demonstrated, and hers spoke louder than words ever could. Her story was more than just a display of technical skill or raw talent. It was the embodiment of an underdog triumphing against every expectation. From the very beginning, she had been overlooked, dismissed as a quiet rookie with potential but no real promise. Her teammates assumed she was untested, inexperienced, and unlikely to make a mark in a team full of battle-hardened operators. Yet, she quietly defied every assumption placed upon her, demonstrating that determination, focus, and resilience often matter more than reputation or years of experience. Her journey became a testament to the power of persistence, proving that extraordinary achievement often comes from those who refuse to be defined by others' perceptions. The true power of her underdog triumph lay not just in her record, breaking 1 mile shot, but in the process leading up to it. She had spent countless hours observing, studying, and practicing in silence. While others relied on confidence built from past missions or a history of accolades, she built hers through meticulous preparation and self-discipline. Every calculation, every correction, and every practice shot was part of a deliberate strategy to exceed expectations. She understood that the journey to excellence was not about immediate recognition or flashy displays of talent. It was about quiet, consistent effort and the relentless pursuit of mastery. Her triumph was the result of patience, persistence, and an unwavering belief in her own abilities, even when no one else did. This story of triumph resonates because it challenges conventional notions of ability and hierarchy. In a team of elite SEALs, where experience and reputation often determine influence, she carved out her own path through merit, not privilege. Her achievement shattered the invisible barriers that can hold back newcomers, demonstrating that skill, dedication, and courage can elevate anyone, regardless of their initial standing. The quiet rookie became a symbol of possibility, showing that even those underestimated can rise to greatness when they combine preparation with courage and focus. Her underdog triumph also had a broader emotional impact on the team. Witnessing her success reshaped their perceptions not only of her, but of what was possible within the group itself. They realized that talent could emerge from unexpected places, that quiet determination could surpass loud confidence, and that anyone who approached challenges with discipline and mental clarity could achieve extraordinary results. Her story became an inspiration, a reminder that effort and focus are often more powerful than reputation or assumptions. Most importantly, her triumph was deeply personal. It validated years of dedication, reinforced her self-belief, and confirmed that her quiet approach had value. She didn't need recognition to know her worth. Her performance spoke for itself. Yet, in stunning the SEAL team, she also earned the respect and admiration of those around her, proving that true triumph combines personal achievement with acknowledgement from those whose opinions matter most. In the end, her journey from underestimated rookie to legendary sharpshooter illustrates the timeless appeal of the underdog story. It reminds us that greatness is often hidden, waiting to emerge in moments that test courage, skill, and perseverance. Through patience, focus, and relentless dedication, she turned doubt into respect, invisibility into recognition, and potential into historic accomplishment, leaving a legacy that would inspire both her team and anyone who heard her story.